Hello my lovely people, and welcome back to Addie's World. My name is Aodain. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. If not, sit down, have a drink, stay a while, stay to the end of the video, see what you think. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure the bell is turned on for all upcoming notifications. Okay my lovely people, so I apologise about the state of my face. I'm about to get into some makeup, but if you've read by the title, this is me trying out some old, some new makeup and see my first impressions. Was the old makeup as good as I thought it was, or is the new makeup slightly better? I'm going to stop yapping and we're going to jump on in. Okay people, my face is primed and ready to go. What I have is just a few originals, like Miss JACLYN Hill's palette. I bought this a long time ago and I probably didn't get the use out of it that I should have had. I kept it very basic. So I want to give that a re-go today because I then purchased many a palette since then and never really went back to it. I remember around Halloween I was trying out looks and I went towards the green, so it could be a bit dirty looking, I apologise. But I'm going to give that a go today. And also a new makeup to me is the Pure 4-in-1. Now you know, I cleaned my makeup thing yesterday. I now have a lovely shoe rack with makeup on it. I love the Love Yourself 4-in-1 foundation, liquid foundation. But I bought the pressed mineral makeup and I want to give that a go today. Just to see, is it lighter on dry skin? Is it more cakey? Will it make my skin feel tight? I've done my regular skincare routine, so I've pumped as much moisture into it as I can. So I want to give that a go today. From my She Glam, I bought a blusher that I never used, so I want to give that a go. This is a little cute little thing. I don't know if you can see that. I got it in one of my subscription boxes. It's the Beauty Crop, the Eye and Glow. I think it's like a cute little bronzer blusher moment. I might use that on my eyes as well, don't know. There is a new concealer I want to try again. I've had this for ages and I've never bothered using it. It's the Fuchsia. It's a correct and perfect mineral concealer. Just a cute little thing. I thought that would be nice. A brand I've talked about before, it's an Irish brand. It's So Sue by Suzanne Jackson. This is their Bouncy Brow Duo. Again, I bought this where I was working, never used it. And then I just have my contour, which is this one. And I'm going to try a sleek bronzer. Again, I think I may have tried this. I've never tried it on camera. So I'm going to give this a go today. So it's just me basically going over stuff I really liked back in the day. And do they still hold true to time? So guys, I've zoomed you in a little. I'm just going to start as normal. I'm going to start by doing my eyebrows. And this again is called the Eye Voltage Bouncy Brown Duo. It's been out probably over a year now. And I bought it when I was last working in a shop, one of my chemists. So this is the light to medium, and I've obviously attempted it because I have scrub marks in it, but it comes with a cute little mirror, tiny little compact, and you have your lighter and medium kind of brown. So I am going to quickly try fill in this whole mess. I apologise if I'm all over the place today guys. I cleaned in here yesterday, so I decided that I would get some marble contact paper and do my table. I bought a shoe rack with loads of shoe boxes and stored all my makeup there rather than behind me. So I'm trying to be a bit more professional about it all. But I've lost my mirror. So again, my eyebrows aren't bad. They're just very sparse. They always have been. So I'm just going to go into the lighter one and see what this does. I think I might line it with the dark one actually and just go underneath and make sure I'm carving it out properly. so that's what that comes up like. It's a bit of hard work. Definitely for the fluffier brow look if you wanted to. I think it'd be great for just filling in the front. At the moment I'm not talented enough to do that. I just have to do my whole brow, but we'll come back with the other eye done. And that is me down with both of them done. Does anyone find they have one eyebrow easier than the other to fill in? I mean, this one is easier to fill in. This one isn't even in the same country, guys. Not even in the same country. But we will continue and we will carve. The only product I don't have a new one to try out is my eyelid primer. So I'm just gonna do that and carve out my eyebrows with that concealer I plan to use. I've had someone ask me, by the way, what is this? And somebody question being asked me what it was. This is actually my psoriasis. It's quite close to the front of my head, as you can see. So it's not me being dirty, it's not me taking off my makeup, it's purely my psoriasis. So I apologize if you can see it, but it's me, it's nothing I can do about it. Okay, that concealer worked quite nice to carve the eyebrows. It's not like a white, intense one to cover my eyebrows. I'm a bit worried what it's going to transfer to as a concealer because it seemed quite light and float away-esque. So, everyone knows this by now, whether you love her, you hate her. This was one of the biggest palettes to come out at the time. Everyone had it, everyone bought it. I bought it and say I probably didn't use it as much as I should have had, but the colours that were in it were beautiful and they worked really well. So whether you love JACLYN or hate her, or you disagree or whatever, I don't really care about the person themselves and what they do. I care about the product and what they come out with. So I am just going to do a quick eye look with this. As I say, I liked it at the time. We'll see, do I still like it? And I'm just going to use my regular brushes like my Lunar Beauties, my Laurel's and all them jazz. The only thing I don't like about this palette is the names. They're all on the back. And I need to be able to go, I want that one and that one. But we are going to go into the colour MFEO, which is here. Might actually even try to do a spotlight look today and just keep it simple. So I'm going to do one eye on, one eye off as usual. Yeah, these shadows still hold, well, this shadow still holds up. They're just soft, lovely mattes, easy to blend out and kind of get your transition colour down. And they're really buildable as well. There is pigment to them, of course there's pigment to them, but they're definitely buildable as well. It depends on the intensity. And I think that's what I really liked about the palette, God, when I got it originally. So, as I say, I'm still quite new to makeup, so a palette like this can somewhat scare me with the blues and greens, but if I kind of naturally built up to what I wanted to use, and the colours, these ones never disappoint. I used red on my lovely LBE3, it stained it. I think I'm going to go with this kind of dark green here. Yes, you heard me, green, called Enchanted, and do a spotlight with that, and maybe the light one beside it. It's kind of a sparkly one in the center. But I do want to go, like, I've used the browns, I've used the neutrals in this one, so I know they perform and I know I will still quite like them. So I don't think I'd ever delved into these colours unless I was doing a Halloween look, and at that you never saw them. So am I mad doing a green spotlight look, lads? Now the only thing is, once this green is down, it seems to definitely be staying down. There's no moving it. And I'm going to go kind of into a lighter, kind of mintier green now to just fade that up in. say I'm actually well impressed the way them two colours worked. One of them is a dark green, the other is like a luminous kind of minty green. But like this palette, maybe not a lot of other palettes after it, this one always performed well. This one always performed well, so I'm actually quite impressed. Now what I'm going to use the P. Louise to do the center crease, because I don't know if the other one is strong enough, and I do want to kind of make this look pretty. Okay guys, I'm going to kind of put a lighter colour through the center of it, because I did try put the greens through it. I just felt the green was too dark, so I'm going to put a lighter kind of goldier pinky shimmer through it, just to make it pop and stand out. And even the gold one shimmering here is too dark for it as well. The camera stopped working there. Well, it was full. Okay guys, so far I'm going to come back with the other eye done, and then we're going to jump on to the makeup. Okay guys, we are back with my eyes halfway done. I went very vampy in it, so I just wanted to try out the greens and stuff in it, and yeah, they blend beautifully. It's still a good palette. It is still a good palette. By the way, my post came, my Birchbox from, okay, it's not that bad. It's from February. It's the 15th of February, so it only came slightly late. Or on time, I'm not really sure anymore of those. So next guys, I am going to jump on to the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. Now it says application using a chisel brush, apply in circular motions to achieve an even flawless finish. I didn't buy a brush with this, but I did used to use the Fuchsia, which is the concealer I use. I did used to use their mineral powder years and years ago, so I went back to the vault and I found me some proper brushes. Chisel brush or whatever you call them. I've just moved the light guys, so if I look a bit brighter, here we go. So again, this is just the Fuchsia, the jumbo buffer, and I presume this is like most mineral makeup that you swirl, tap and buff. Is that what Bare Minerals do? Is it Bare Minerals that do it? So I'm gonna see, you all know I have kind of reddish around here, so let's see, does it do anything? I feel like you'd have to go into this a lot. The last one I tried was actually a loose powder, so it gave you a good whack straight away, but let's see. I'm also interested to see how concealer will go over this, because this is obviously powder. Concealer is going to be liquid, well mine is anyway. I don't know if it's making any difference, is it? And again, I want to try this out because I have very dry skin. I have very dry skin, so I don't want this to dry out my skin. Yeah, it's definitely there. It's more for a light wear makeup day, I would say. It seems to be quite light on my skin. I don't feel like my skin is anyway tightening up at the moment, but, and I'm sure what I'm going to try to do is build it up to a coverage, not a full coverage, but just an even coverage for me, which it seems to be doing quite well actually. I'm quite impressed. But it's my nose that gets red, that foundation comes away from. Like everywhere, it's kind of the T-zone where you start to sweat and melt. But it definitely is there, I will say that. And it's coming up. I hope you can see it, but it is quite nice actually. I do like it. Like this could be for a summer, kind of you're out, forever allowed out again. I don't know if I guys told you, lockdown is now in Ireland till Easter. So that means I missed my second nephew's first and second birthday because he was born in April. So, but we did have him on the phone this morning and he was eating. He's a tank. I'm going to go to a slightly smaller brush just to get under my eyes because I feel like that brush is too big, and I'm just going to use the L13 from the Laura Lee collection. Now guys, sorry, I just popped on my glasses to see what it's like in the monitor in front of me. It's beautiful. It actually comes up a really nice finish. It's not, it is a matte finish that I can see on my skin anyway. There is a bit, I don't know if you can see it, probably not because I have so many lights on in here. It is a bit showing texture, but it's giving a lovely finish actually. Really nice finish. And you know, it's hard to get that finish with mineral powders because you're always like, will they, won't they? So next we go on to the Fuchsia concealer in the shade Light. Again, I carved my eyebrows with this, so I'm not quite sure how much coverage it's giving me. But again, we will try. And rather than putting translucent powder over this, I'm just going back in with the original foundation brush, not taking any extra on it, because I feel like my face has enough powder on it that I don't want to be adding more on top of it. And I realise I look quite pale, but don't worry, we will fill me in. I will try and link all the, or I'll put down all the products I use down in the bottom anyway, guys. I'm also just going to speed through the bronzers and the contour, guys, because you've seen me use them before. That's an actual lie. You haven't seen me use the sleek one before. This is in the shade Obsessed, and I feel like it could be a little too light. Maybe I need to go a little bit lighter. Maybe this is the universe telling me to go a little bit lighter. I don't know where I picked this up. I don't know if I picked this up or did I got this in a box before. No idea. Okay, that is me like bronzed. I wasn't a fan of that bronzer. It was too light for me. Probably fine in every day, but when I looked at myself in the viewfinder there, guys, like I was a ghost. So that could be down to the powder and the bronzer being a bit too light for me. I'm not used to it. Next, I'm going to go on to the She Glam. You know, if you haven't seen my She Glam haul, I'll link it up here, but this is the Tangerine blush. And I said I don't know why I bought so many blushes in it, but I said I hadn't tried this one before, so I'm going to give it a go today. Again, guys, just barely any colour to it. I feel like I can't get a good colour on anything, so it's fine. It's actually fine when I'm looking at it, but in the viewfinder I'm coming up all as one colour, so it is coming up quite nice, but again, barely there. I'm really impressed with that makeup. It's really lightweight. Okay, I am going to come back to you guys with my eyes complete, and we'll do a quick gloss on the lips and we'll give a final verdict. Okay, my people, and this is how the finished look turned out. It actually turned out to be like a shit show. To be honest, I'm not happy with it. I like my eyes, but I tried to do a wing liner. That didn't go to plan. They look a bit dodgy. But for Morphe / JACLYN Hill, I would say still holds up. Still holds up. Gives beautiful pigment, blendable, pops of colour, beautiful. So I should probably start bringing that out a bit more, but just I have so many other eyeshadow palettes to try out. What do we go on to next? Concealer actually burnt under my eyes, so no way, no how, nah. If you see it, don't purchase it. The Eye Voltage from So Sue was lovely, but I suppose it's very light, and I have blondish hair when it's dyed properly, so maybe I would need the medium to dark. I just found it hard to build colour on it, but still beautiful. The blush itself was hard to get any colour, like you really had to dig deep into getting it, and that's the Tangerine, the She Glam. Again, this was only very inexpensive, so if you're willing to put the work in, nice blush, nice colour as well. The Pure 4-in-1 mineral powder was beautiful, feels light on my skin. The only thing is, you can't see it, but it is showing texture and I can see every pore on my face. So maybe I just packed too much on because I wanted to build up the coverage of it, but to me, if you were going to wear this, it would have to be a very light makeup day. You get what you get in the first or 2 swipes. Don't build it because it seems to settle in pores. It is beautiful, but for me, I'm more of a liquid foundation person anyway. Sleek in the shade Obsessed was just too light for me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, and I still think I feel really pale in the viewfinder. The only other things I used after that again, guys, was it was a Charlotte Tilbury, the 5-star mascara, whichever mascara that is, in glossy black. It was fine, did the job. It's a black mascara. And then I used the Revlon. I got this as a, I think my sister had got a load of goodies for Christmas where she works. It's the Revlon, the Ultra HD Matte Lip Mousse. Nice colour, but when you put it on, I always put them on, I always think it's in the dark, so I like to blend it. It went everywhere, absolutely everywhere, so you got to really be careful. It doesn't feel heavy or anything on the lips, but you just got to be careful in the application of it. I actually didn't end up using the Beauty Crop in the end. I will save that for another video, and we know my opinions on that. It is what it is. I bought it, I'm going to use it because it was pricey. Really hope you liked today's video. It was just a matter of me, again, I was trying to clean up and do a bit of organization in here yesterday, so I was like, there's pieces that I haven't tried, or there's pieces that I need to decide whether I want to throw out or not. So this is kind of a video for that. Do I need to keep some of these products? The blush, the bronzer, no. And the concealer, nah, not today, Satan. The eyeshadow palette and the foundation I am going to keep, of course. And the eyes, and the eye mascara as well. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you for sticking with me for so long. Sorry the light's been a bit dodgy in here today. I have been trying to reorganize in here to make it a bit more feng shui, to improve my creative juices. That sounds disgusting, but I hope you liked it. Thanks for sticking with me. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Is there any brands or anything I should be trying? Is there any better? I need a new drugstore buy, because I have, well, whenever I get my order, I have a Too Faced coming up, and I did a KVD one. So now I want to bring it back to a drugstore try on. So I need your recommendations for drugstore or cheaper brands that are high quality. And I know there's millions, but I'd like to do something that you guys are asking for. I will also pop down below the email to send any crime stories that anyone is interested in. They want a bit more in depth. I have been looking into the Dear Zachary case, and my god, that's twisted. And I also found a case actually that happened in England, and I'm still working on that, about an au pair that was working in England, and yeah, what she didn't go through. So that's coming up as well. So I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Be cool, be calm, and wear your goddamn masks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.